Chen. Looks like they're making a pretty decent move down for this bottom lane, but at the same time, Dutch Freak, he'll be on the Bane, heading down south. Looks like support will be there from Matrim on the Keeper of the Light. That puts Tulex up on the Brewmaster. And then we get, damn it to hell, Warlock as the Darkseer, and that leaves Cinderin as the hard carry role as the Luna, but we already start off. There's Dutch Freak. Don't turn around, you got Nightmare! TC split from the pack. They didn't know what they were going up against, and Redefining Madness were mad enough to go for it.
I think Liquid wants to put Chen in the aggressive tri-lane, but Redefining Madness has their jungle controlled right now. They had the positioning advantage there. Half their heroes were still down that hill, whereas Bane was pretty close to the rest of his teammates. Looks like they have both teams have set up one ward already, and looks like the other heroes are rotating back to their lanes. Darkseer is going to be soloing top most likely versus I'm not sure. It looks like Disruptor is middle because he's sitting there. They're trying to block the creeps. It's gonna be OD solo top. OD solo top versus a Darkseer. Chen is at top jungle, but it looks like he wants to rotate away, but he just can't get into the bottom jungle right now. And the mid matchup is going to be Brewmaster versus a solo Disruptor.
Should be interesting lane. This is actually classic Bulb. In fact, I think this is actually the hero he ran the middle lane at ESWC when he was playing as a stand-in for Team Dignitas. I think was the team that was there. That was the easiest tournament of Navi's life, was the way of describing that event. But it's such a fun lane to run. Gets that early bottle up and running, and all it needs to do is just keep on spamming out the Thunderstrike, and it keeps the hero off the lane.
Right. Disruptor solo mid is actually pretty underrated. We have rarely seen it in competitive, but it might start picking up in popularity. Disruptor is a really strong hero, although it doesn't really have good synergy with any of the other heroes. And we see the Darkseer, actually, there's a double stack there, and Chen is trying to stack some creeps.
Problem is, though, he's not getting a single last hit from this one. In fact, the Centaurs was stomping him up. So he doesn't get anything, and that makes Korok go, hey, sweet, I can just rotate down here. If things get a little bit too rough, all I've got to do is just Astral Imprison.
This Darkseer is playing very, very aggressively.
Bottom lane, trouble for TC. Dutch Freak, is there going to be able to finish him off? And yeah, there is. First spot in the bottom lane. Now they can move over to IX Mike 88. He's already got 2 for the decay. Going to grab another 2 points out too, but this Cut Blast is enough damage. No, it's not. 150 life points he'll live on, but when he walks back, he'll have 0 or 1. Obviously can't go critical as decay wears off.
Yeah, they wanted to do aggressive tri-lane, but Chen is still farming his own jungle. They really need the Chen down here so they don't get crushed. They gave up 1 kill already, first blood at TC. He did very well last game, but he's just not getting the same support.
Their upside, however, is the fact that Chen's getting in a lot of farm, and now he's going to find a kill. Troll Trap is going to be here, and there he goes. Trap it up on Darkseer. If he starts to surge, then instantly Korok just imprison!
Wow.
Imprison?
He let him get away.
Hey, wait! In the mood that is Defining Madness? Question mark.
Question mark, indeed. So Chen's still 2 minutes in, not having picked up a kill or an assist. He does look like he's rotating bottom though. He smokes, and I think he's going to try and go into the jungle. TC is invis. He's waiting for more support though. Undying is trying to rotate in there. They're taking out this double stack right now.
He's looking at Dutch. Maybe not. No, there's no mana up on Keeper of the Light. He's going to Chakra. Only a 1 second stun. Chen, he's not in range for his nuke, and they can't get that trap off. Then pulls him back in again with Mike from the Decay and the Soul Rip. Now to get that snipe off on the Keeper of the Light, making it 1-1. The first time Liquid get their kill count on the board. And Tulex, man, he is not having a fun time here in the mid. His farm's looking good. It's just every time I look towards that mid lane, it's Bulba with Thunderstrike just harassing him down.
Yeah, he does have a flask, and he's going to be bottle crowing. He should be able to handle it, especially if he gets a 4-minute rune. They ping on Chen. Looks like 3 heroes are going to go for him right now.
Dutch got to get the Nightmare, put him in position though. He's just out of range, just on the edge. Now, what the hell? You can even see it displayed. That range wasn't right, but Fluff's still going to claim it. Cold Blast comes through. One loosened beam, but it's not enough damage. This Ursa can go for the clamp and try and slow him down. He's going to go into the Rosh Pit, trying to deny himself out. Not going to happen, but it buys some time for Bulb to rotate towards the middle lane. Same as Mike. Wall's going to come up from Disruptor, just holding Cinderin in position for the moment. Able to get a kill up on the Luna for the price of a Chen. Hell yeah, take that trade any day. Secondary decay now going to go from Mike, not going to help him out. The glimpse, however, will. They just turn around, and TC needs to get in range for Reality Rift again. Bob, a great wall. TC won't Reality Rift until Dutch Freak can walk away, and he can't even do that. One Chaos Ball holds him in position, and TC gets some revenge kills in the bottom lane.
Very excellent play by Liquid there. Notice that when Chen was taking out that creep camp, he was standing right here in this area instead of the normal over here. And because of that, he was able to bait them into the Roshan pit, and then Disruptor was able to rotate from mid to pick off those kills. So very smart play by Fluff there.
Mike. It's could have picked up the Ursa, but at the end he just comes a lot of damage from the coddle. Not enough to kill him off, however.
On top lane.
Oh, what's going up on there?
See double eye shell melee with a hasted pan to just pick off the OD.
Can't surprise you can get a kill on Korok. Normally you have your disruption, your disruption. I always call it disruption when it's not. Your astral imprisonment.
Right.
They can pull someone out of the fight. How many levels he got up on that thing? Well, it's 2 points, so the duration. And obviously yeah.
Right, I think
2 seconds not a lot.
Yeah, only 2 levels.
Oh,
I would suggest maxing it. Oop.
All he's doing is trying to drop a ward. He'll get a tornado up and running. He's nightmared up. Mike gonna come in, look for a double decay, can drop the tombstone if he needs to. Actually using the sword to keep Fluff alive, and Fluff turns around, throwing the nuke down over on Matrim, who's on the run. Dutch Freak gonna get pulled back in out again, and then the stun out in the Bane, and Mike, one more decay. He doesn't have mana for it. He's got to break off the attack, and that means now Cinder, he's dived in way too far for this kind of trying to come back in range of the tombstone. Clamp loose and being caught blasting can have time. Brewmaster with the drunken brawler gets the kill out, and IX Mike 88.
I thought that lone zombie was gonna get the kill on the coddle. Bane sniped it right before he died.
Bob was going to start off here again with the Dark Seer. It's a long walk away, then glimpse it back in again, put the wall up and the ultimate in case anyone wants to bob anything. Bobble will take the kill, and Korok will enjoy the experience. He's also building into a Hand of Midas as his first item.
Maybe it looks like he has to go for it right now. 1400 just has to buy it.
And then he walks over to the side shop and buys up intelligence trades. No, he bought it. It's fine. It's coming out in the courier. It's kind of fair enough. He's got 30 for 10. No one's really stopping him from doing anything on that top lane.
Right.
And you look at his counterpart in the bottom lane, like Synderen at 23 for 8. Synderen has managed to pick up a kill, but also managed to find himself a death. I suppose OD's also got 1 death and no kills, so as far as they balance out, it should be pretty close. Actually, OD's net worth. Okay, now it will repair when the Hand of Midas arrives. Yeah, net worth is just behind the Brewmaster, but in front of Synderen.
Yeah, Luna is forced to get boost in this lane, or else CK will just chase her down.
Well, smoke tank time. Look for that rune, look for someone. Dutch Freak is up on the high ground. The smoke's going to reveal off, and Bob instantly knows someone's up there. There's already the strike. Mike coming from the side. There's one pulled back, and Dutch Freak actually walks back into the wall. And then TC pulls him out, but the kill happens nonetheless.
Synderen and the coddle just decide to run away. They'll just get dove if they try and stay at the tower right now, although Boba does rotate back mid. We see the Darkseer trying to tank creeps behind the tower, but OD is still getting very, very good CS at the tower. He has 700 gold after just getting his minus a minute ago.
Has Korok gonna have another crack yet? Yep, there we go. Warlock getting caught out for a moment. Probably more frustrating than anything else here for Warlock. Just find himself lower and lower on the mana.
Yeah, sooner or later he's not gonna have enough mana to surge away. That's bad news for him.
Maybe that's the original plan coming out here from Korok. Be forever chasing. And we're gonna go again. Another imprisonment. Remember, he's got ultimate as well. If he wants to drop it, and that might be enough damage to kill him off. He throws it.
Oh, didn't get that one hit. So Darkseer just escaping by the hair of his chinny chin for the 2nd time now.
Ah, he's such a pig.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Liquid will fall back. You see it. He's even popping up Soul Ring at this point. He bought up his Tranquil Boot, so he doesn't want to leave this lane. So Soul Ring's Iron Shells tries to come back into the lane.
I don't think we've seen Panda use his ultimate yet. Usually you see Pandas as soon as they hit 6 or 7, they go around trying to kill people with their ultimate. He didn't need it up for that kill top because it is haste rune, but looks like we might see some action on bottom. He does have a TB scroll in case this fight on bottom happens. See if 3 of Liquid's heroes trying to take over their jungle. They do have wards set up, but they don't see anybody with it right now. Both their supports are playing very defensively.
Yeah, Yeah, they know there's vision. They got vision themselves. They got this one ward watching for the bottom rune. And they kind of feel like it's not just the fact that Brewmaster hasn't a chance to use his ultimate, like he didn't need to on the top lane before, because he just had a haste rune to get the kill. This is because no one's here in the middle lane trying to slow him down, and he knows even if he does this pull back in again, Bulba must get this ultimate off, and he does do so. Holds Tulek's in there, he can't even get the split. Chen will die on the bottom lane, as well as his set of creep. But the Brewmaster, bigger pick off for that mid solo.
Right, we see Bulba doing a lot more around the map as a mid solo. He's gotten a kill top with OD. He's been involved in a couple of bottom jungle kills. And this Panda hasn't really ganked. He's only ganked that one time on top that I saw. But OD still has very, very good farm. Looks like he's trying to go 4-step next.
Bottom
Maybe
lane,
a mech.
Syndere's going to go down right now. One last in from TC will take the kill. If you're dropping the tombstone for this one, they want Dutch Freak and then Glimpse back out again. And Dutch, I am afraid, man, this is all she wrote for you. TC will take another kill.
Poor Dutch Freak. He's just been glimpsed back in the kinetic field maybe 2 or 3 times now. Just dying the same way. The power of Disruptor, though, that glimpse range is absolutely ridiculous. 1800 range. One of the farthest casting spells in the game that's not global.
It is slightly ridiculous, but it also still means you have to keep the vision up when you do it.
Right. Luckily, his Thunderstorm provides vision, but I'm sure Liquid Bulba knows that. He's a very good player, and most players will just Thunderstrike right before the glimpse. Thunderstrike lasts 4 seconds, and it gives you duration for 4 seconds, and then right at the end of the expiration, right before the end of the expiration of Thunderstrike, you just cast Glimpse, and they'll be right where you casted the Thunderstrike on.
Oh, we're going to go top lane again, man. Looks like Korok's waiting for an item to fly out. Starts off with a disruption. What's coming on that courier? So just one charge coming in.
Fluck coming around behind for the Centaur.
Yeah, he's got to get the clap off though. Surge hasn't been used just yet. Now it will be used. Imprisonment, not. It's available again. Imprisons him back, basically on top of his T1 tower, and Tulix is rotated in towards the top. We're up towards the top. Oh, Luna going down again. I'm keeping my eyes up on the top lane. It seems like the Undying just combines up, and TC's still here. And Dutch Freak, really, again, caught a blast. At least he's got a little bit of life from the stick charges, but TC finishes the job. Might be a low life, but then up on the top lane, is there a glimpse again from Bulba? Yeah, there is. Pulling back in again. He gets out of the wall. The clap, the attack from OD. Follows through far enough. There's your first Brewmaster split. Stuns up on Bulba. It'll be a big kill to take him out. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Chen's going to send Bulba back to base. They can't finish him off. They send OD up and towards the air. Imprisonment will buy him the time. Getting stunned up. He's got to imprison. And Tullis goes back to himself, and then Bulba focuses. Tullis just wants to clap, but he can't. He's got silence. Bulba got the ultimate up in time, and Korok lives on 36 HP. But in comes Synderen. One last lucent beam. Now he wants Fluff. Throwing down the ultimate. Double kill for him. Can he find Bulba as well? He's lost his ultimate. Bulba trying to glitch back out again. One lucent beam. The attack, 10 HP. He'll live on. Synderen comes in again with a wall. Will hold Dutch and Synderen away, and Bulba, what is he doing? He goes straight back into him. Maybe he thought he could slip around the tree line and get back out again and just go for a run, but then the creep wave would have killed him off.
That was his only chance for survival, though, with that juke. He didn't have a TP scroll. He just TP'd back to the fight. It was a very low chance of surviving, but we see smoke from Luna with no ultimate and Bane, who has grip up right now.
Walk right into Mike and think, hey, do we initiate up on Mike? What a great time. Wait, no, there's TC here as well. Synderen, how many seconds on the stun? 4 are caught out in Dutch for the moment, and Mike, he won't live even with his ultimate. They're fighting on top of the tombstone. Reality Rip pulls Dutch back in again. You run, you zombie. Blocking TC out for the moment. That Enfeeble is not helping TC at all, but the 4-second stun is, and then the Korok goes in. Steals the last hit, and once again, doesn't matter what hero he's playing, it looks like Orchid of the Malevolence is his item of the day. Oh, glimpse, middle lane. Wow, that's a long glimpse. That's a very, very long glimpse. 3-second stun. Dicey is gone.
Bulba's playing really well right now. These glimpses are very, very good, and even though he died one time top, they still got a lot of kills out of it.
It is amazing the level of play that Bulba's managed to find himself in. Like we go back, like, well, I would say even like 6 months. 6 months back to TI2 era.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's come a long way. He's an exceptional player now.
Yeah, he was a good player back then. Now I think, yeah, exceptional is the best word that could be put.
Undying with a point booster, not going for those early arcane boosts that we see most Undyings go for.
wonder if it's going to be a casual point booster though. Just extra life to start with.
Scotty Rush.
That'll work. That'll work. And then we see him with a bloodstone. It's like, ah!
So this is unusual. 14 minutes in, Chen has still not taken down one tower yet. He has been involved in a lot of kills, but still no towers down.
It's kind of weird for Fluff as well, because it's normally the style of Team Liquid. Actually, it's not actually that unusual for Team Liquid. Team Liquid are this team that will normally wait until the 15-minute mark where the Chen has like mech up and running and just able to push down the towers, and then they group up as 5 and go. The way they just look at it. But then again, they know they can't do that because they're going up against a Coddle. Now they drop the tombstone. Syndra wanting to go in. He's still got a creep wave here, so he can't pop up the Eclipse, getting 2 seconds stunned out, and then Bulba also holding him. Dutch Freak at least able to get his ultimate off, but he's not going to bring down TC. Coddle blast, maybe enough? Nope. 190 life points. Disruptor will turn around. Bulba again, involved in all these engagements. And there's your top tower finally going down. Fluff teams up with double Ursa as well as a Vulcan and of course Korok to take down the tier 1. When they move to the tier 2, there's a lot of support coming towards the top lane, however. I really think that, well, is he really Warlock? Looking to do this, the Ursa's getting in position for a clap. They can limit too much damage from the tower. Coddle Blast will get one of those Ursas to kill over. Korok wants back in again. He really doesn't want to leave this.
Another imprisonment, but there's nobody around him right now. Panda does have his blink. He might initiate on this right now.
Go, 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 go. There, link up, clap as well. Imprisonment is still on cooldown for the moment. And Korok, he's got to use it. Is it going to be enough on himself? No, he's going to do it on the Iron Shelled hero. So he dies right next to him.
It looked like Iron Shell still goes on during Astro. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's a...
Unusual mechanic.
Yeah, I thought that wouldn't have happened. If you pull the hero out, you should pull the AoE effect of...
It might just be a visible thing. It might just show it but not actually do it. I'm not sure though.
Well, the Iron Shell still did the damage. It wasn't Darkseer hitting him, it was the Iron Shell that did the damage and got the kill.
Yeah, that is weird that it still works like that.
Well, with other things, when you imprison something, do you lose like auras like AC or Radiance when it happens?
I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you. See Brewmaster pick up an Invis rune and immediately uses it.
Well, Fluff was almost trying to deny him out, and then almost successful too. The Ursa was swinging for it. Wasn't close enough. Yeah, we're looking at Aghanim Scepter for the Undying. The funny thing is though, he's only 1800 away, or thereabouts, from having the Aghanim Scepter. This is on a support Undying. Sure, he's going raw Aghanims, but for now he does everything he needs to for his team. Is Toollex looking for Bulba?
I see 5-man bottom, Darkseer just TV bottom. Looks like there's going to be 2 Lex that's going to go around and try and blink clap if they try and defend this. This tower is at 800 HP with no glyph.
Dire's bottom tower
Shouldn't take long with Syndra on the front lines.
And it looks like an easy T1.
Well, Liquid's not taking the bait. They're looking for the trade. TC as well as Fluff are pushing the tier 1 tower in the mid.
is under attack.
So, hey, just keep on going.
Yep.
Defining Mass will take the tier 2 tower as well if Team Liquid don't want to defend this. They lose their tier 1 tower in mid. Coddle Blast. Well, defensively. Done. But Liquid too slow to rotate. They're going to lose this tower.
OD is pretty close to his Orchid. They might just be waiting for that. He's just like 200 gold away.
Mike, there's already Tombstone dropping down. They're trying to defend it. Syndra already took the tower, and then pops up the Eclipse, and TC smack bang in the middle of it will pop up the Phantasm. Mech Charge will keep Syndra alive, but Bulba, great position for the Omen as well as Cold. Syndra can't do much more, especially with Reality Rift to back in again. He'll go down 2 for the price of 1 at the moment. Brewmaster split going to end in a moment. He's already sent 1 up into the air. Coddle Blast, nice damage on Bulba, but Bulba looking for an extra chase. 2 legs, needs a clamp. He just wants Fluff, can't get him. 4 seconds done out from TC will hold him there. And meanwhile, further down, Bulba looking for a kill, but it's not going to catch up to the Coddle. And Darkseer's already left to the top lane.
TC is a Chaos Knight champion. He keeps getting 4-second stuns everywhere. It looks like they're going to rotate to Roshan with 3 creeps still alive.
Should be a pretty quick kill as well. It is kind of crazy what you can do with this Essence Aura. It's another thing just to bear in mind. What happens if we see like Arcades come, the Aghanim Scepter up on Chen? Pops off his ultimate, all of a sudden back at full mana. Hey! TC, same thing. He'll be jumping around the fight. Chaos Bolts, as well as Reality Rifts, and every single time he's got a possibility of triggering off that Essence Aura.
Who needs Wisp for mana or Kato when you have OD?
Same with Undying. Between his Tombstone, all the Soul Rips he'll let off, the Decays continuously. And
Yeah,
then-
maybe
and then
that's
you
why
got
Undying
Bulba.
altered his build.
You got Bulba throwing Thunder Strikes and everything else. Man, do you ever play much LOD?
LOD is...
When
I
you-
only know is Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. That's what comes to mind.
LOD was the Dota 1 mod in Warcraft 3 where you'd select a hero and then you could select any abilities from other heroes that would work on that.
Oh, the OMG Dota? I played the OMG one.
No,
I think it's the same concept.
OMG I think is a little bit different. Oh my god, Dota's like no cooldowns and stuff like that. This is just like, it's more like...
You draft skills from the... Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, and Essence Aura was always banned, just because of its mass power. When you got a team that spans so many different abilities, you had to ban the Essence Aura.
Essence Aura and Rearm is absolutely absurd too. Tinker just has infinite mana. You have the bot back home. He can just spam whatever he wants once he gets those items.
No, is that a sheep? 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 Yes.
So Liquid just rolling over the T2 tower with no contest from redefining madness.
But at least Madness are doing better than they were in the last game. Last game,
Definitely.
last game. Yeah, I suppose probably not that much saying that. Experience-wise, actually, it looks very similar to our last game. Goldbones are at least holding the line. They're firing the pushes out. They've taken out all the outer tier 1 towers, as well as managed to claim up a tier 2 tower. As far as the towers go, is in fact, well, in their favor. They still hold 3 towers. Liquid only hold 2 towers. That's outside of their base. And they've still got this possibility when you've got heroes like a Darkseer, as well as like a Luna who can just do all this huge damage if she gets the BKB, which I feel is flying out to her right now. Yeah, full BKB recipe. Trying to catch up to TC. Dutch Freak with the surge. Been noob. Must have been just on the edge of that range then. That'll be one of the best snipe ops they could find.
Yep, BKB up on him. We see almost Scepter. I think he looks like he's at 873 gold right now with Point Booster and Ogre Club in the mix. Redefining Madness is smoked at 5 at bottom rune, and it looks like they're looking for a gank. And they're running and maybe trying to go on this illusion. They pinged it and it looks like they're rotating towards it. But nope, they decide to go top and try and push this attack or counter this attack from behind.
Maybe they can catch him off guard. Because it's going to be a pretty narrow area for Team Liquid where they're fighting right now. Chen's the only one that's not smack bang in the middle of it. So Ori, Iron Shell up 2 left, going to blink and go for it. There's the blink, starts up on 3. Lot of blast flies over. Mike, a lot of damage and a half life, but Soul Rip as well as Zolman keeps him alive. And big over from Bulba, just cancelling off anything the Madness want to really do in this engagement. Buyback already from the Darkseer. Korok stands his ground, he will pop, but remember Aegis the Immortal brings him back to life again. And TC looking for the Brewmaster who comes out of his split. Now they can focus him and Korok just keeps dishing out the damage. Double kill for him. Darkseer pull back in again. Cotter will buy back. Cotter Blast cannot find a kill. It's a double kill for Korok. It's a triple kill for it's a double kill for TC. It's a triple kill for Korok. In fact, it's just double kill. It's everything.
Wow, that was without Korok's ultimate too.
He never dropped it. Cotter might slow this out. Look at Bulba. Comes a blast to the face. Or was just looking for the kill, force-starving so aggressively into the base 22 minutes in. But then mech charge, and life is good.
Just a Kato Blast coming though. They might not be able to get this. They have a couple of people respawning very shortly, and they decide to retreat. 2 TPs out, 1 send home, and they are out of there. So even after losing the decisive fight, they were not able to get that T3 tower because Kato bought back and spammed his Illuminate.
Well, there was like 3 buybacks during that, wasn't there? We had Darkseer buyback, we had Coddle buyback. There was only 2 at the end. But it was Team Liquid. And again, I want to give props to what I kind of feel like is the man of the match right now, Disruptor. You saw that engage on the top lane. We saw Madness come in this direction, and then Bulba, wall, and ultimate right in this area, exactly where Madness were trying to jump in, and Team Liquid just fought on top of it. It was this wonderful AoE damage, it split up the engagement too, and then the Brewmaster found himself completely separated from the rest of his teammates. And Korok, sure he got a lot of damage, but it was the price of an Aegis of the Immortal, and that was all. Made life very, very easy, and now we see him just rack up even more intelligence with an Ultimate Orb and a Mystic Staff. That Scythe Device is it's so damn close, especially with the Hand of Miles coming off cooldown in 7 seconds time. You kind of wonder if you can't even fight against this.
Yeah, it's going to be really rough, especially if they get another Aegis. They only lost the Aegis charge at that fight. I guess they don't have charges anymore. Remember old school Dota with 3 Aegis charges? Or that was
before my time, man.
Oh,
I came,
that was way back in the day.
I came in 2007 when Bristleback was first pick.
Bristleback OP.
Couldn't kill
CK
him,
tries to stun Luna, and Luna just BKBs out of stun and immediately retreats. They can't really fight without BKB up. I doubt they'll defend this T1, but it looks like Darkseer is TPing in.
He does have that magic level. But you also see Liquid, like they may not know they can fight or not, but they just rotate around, find Cinderin, and look at that damage from Korok, 3 hits! And the Luna just disintegrates, and then 2 hits into Dutch Freak. Nightmare's himself going for a denial, but they just take the Nightmare off him. The blink, no, it's just the pull back. Glimpsing him in, and then just, one last, yes, yeah, attacks fly out from everyone in Team Liquid, and now they will take the Tier 1 tower.
TC doesn't even need to be in the fight.
Just keep farming, man. Just keep farming. That damage that Korok is pumping out. Did he even use his Orchid during that engagement? I didn't see a pop.
He used it on the Luna.
Okay.
Since she didn't have BKB up.
And that would explain the 3 hits to get the kill.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. He's
Mike.
So formed.
Mike, gonna pop the ulti. Tombstone, he's not gonna drop, but he's gonna die. It's just like, Mike, on the run, got a blast, not gonna hit. Come on, Mike. He's running away with the Aghanim Scepter. He's getting support coming in. Bulba is here. Throws down the wall. The stun will hold Mike, and then the Hand of God also keeping Mike alive. Sora again, and maybe even Keeper of the Light going to go down first. Bulba able to solo the Connell. They're still chasing him down. Undying is still alive, and in fact they kill off Tulex. And it is impossible. GG. Game was good, but Liquid was better. And they take it 2-zip up against XMTW, and that'll be the end of MTW, well, XMTW. I'm gonna hate their name. It basically, yeah, pulls them out of the defense. Madness leave, but not without fighting down. Finally, yes, revenge kill. They catch Mike. He's just like, yeah, doesn't count. Doesn't count, Dave. You call GG.
Worth it, says Cinderin.
I think Ball was continuously running through the wall just to give him something to kill. It's fluff. Just playing around.
Looking very strong in this BO3.
Korok! He just comes in with a Ghost Scepter. It's a couple of hits. Trying to bait him out until Lex wants to crack at this.
Kill him. He's Drunken Haze on him.
He's got ulti. He's got ulti. He'll just throw it. Throw it. Look at him. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Doesn't need it.
He's waiting for 5-man ulti. He has 170 intel.
He won't have time if Cinder and DC is out. Oh! Man, whatever happened to OD?